Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Not surprising statement coming from this particular person, but it's just how low she can go with the statements. And I'm not a fan of either people involved in this article, which is one of German's parliamentary. Her name is Zimmermann, and I think she's just on the payroll of Zimbabwe from across the Atlantic. And the other one is Markel. What's her name? I'm about to say Meghan Markle, but you know what I mean, is the other Markel, or Merkel. And Angela Merkel, the former Chancellor of Germany. I think Merkel did a lot of damage to the German people. That's my assessment of her. And the other one, Zimmermann, she's just a person on someone's payroll, I think. So let's see what happened here. Bundestag, and it's not the Bundestag, is just one person, from what I just skimmed through the article, called Markel, responsible for war in Ukraine due to blocking its entry into NATO. So let's see what the evidence, what the argument is. Because you can make, statements and accuse, but you have to bring evidence and facts, and then you have to somehow correlate them, connect them to the statement or accusation, and so on. Without that, it's just accusations with nothing behind, and you can be sued for, attack on my persona and destroying my reputation. So this article comes from the 3rd of March 2023. Not fan of her, but anyway, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Now, this is the person that is just on the payroll. Marie Agnes Strack-Zimmermann. When you see this kind of thing, it makes you wonder what's going on. Well, I can't say more. Head of the Defense Committee in the German Bundestag has criticized the decisions made by former German Chancellor Angela Merkel, which, in her opinion, made a full-scale Russian attack on Ukraine possible. Now, this person is one person. What do we have here? Bundestag. Maybe it's going to be the Bundestag. Strack-Zimmermann, in an interview with German TV channel RTL and NTV, as reported by European Pravda, she recalled that there were many supporters of the early admission of Ukraine in NATO in 2008, but Germany and France opposed it because of Russia's position. So again, according to the politician, it's one person. Remember, one person. And we have Bundestag. Bundestag call. That's, not umbrella. So it's more than one, because otherwise it would have been Bundestag calls. But Bundestag is a group. They put it, you see, like a group, and that's why they put calls and call and not calls. Again, like it's a group of people. Anyway, not less one entity. They make it plural in any way. According to the politician, the fact that Ukrainians did not join NATO, and I'm quoting, was a big mistake on the part of the French and Angela Merkel at that time, end quote. Let's see, I'm still waiting for the evidence. Strack-Zimmermann also believes, that's a good word, believes, not thinks, that Germany should have sided with Ukraine and supported it with weapons after the Russian full-scale invasion, but it would be necessary to rewrite the history of Angela Merkel, especially the history of the last few years and complete miscalculations. So again, I'm going with the title, I'm waiting for the evidence. Commenting on the prospect for the conflict, the head of the Bundestag Defense Committee suggested that it is unlikely to last as long as the First or Second World Wars. At the same time, she added Russian President Vladimir Putin had not counted on the broad and sustained support of Ukraine. All right, Germany and France blocked the provision of an action plan for NATO membership to Ukraine and Georgia at the Bucharest NATO summit in 2008, fearing escalation from Russia. Since then, the alliance has only promised entry to both of these countries one day. Background. After the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Markel refused to admit that her decision could have led to Russian aggression. Now, let's see what's going on here. This Zimmermann thinks, or believes, that's the word, believes that if in 2008 the NATO member states would have said, we will admit them now, we're going to start the process now, this, what happens right now, would have been avoided. In her juvenile, infantile brain, that's what she thinks. Well, I have to remind this Zimmerman, one of the 4 reasons why Russia invaded Ukraine. Zimmerman, pay attention, all right? Smack. First and only, NATO entry. So that was the first reason why the Russians, how do you call it, unprovoked attack on Ukraine, because of NATO. So I think that would have just sped up the situation in 2008. Probably Putin would have invaded then, or maybe not. But that's, again, this is a scenario. Zimmerman talks with scenarios. It would have been. No, it wasn't. If you would have said, I'm going to give her a scenario, okay, like she's in, I'm going to be a, so see how two would argue. If we would have admitted then, start the process of admission of Ukraine in 2008, we would have avoided this, because the Russians would have been okay with that then, but they're not now, somehow. Then the Russians would not have considered it as a threat, but now they consider it as a threat. Logic. And I'm going to say, well, if NATO would have said we're going to start the admission process of Ukraine and Georgia in 2008, Jesus Christ would have come back again and say, hey guys, calm down, let's go all together in my little ship, and we're going to go to my planet or wherever I reside, and we're going to straighten things out. How about that? How about that scenario? Is my scenario more plausible than hers? And if not, why? After all, she can invent whatever. She can interpret things however she wants. First, Mr. Zimmerman, you're a Dummkopf, right? Du bist ein Dummkopf. Eine Dummkopf, whatever. Eine for feminine, isn't it? Anyway, so, I don't know if she identifies as a Muppet. They're going to arrest me now. The thought police. The morality police that we have nowadays, like in Iran, but they supposedly got rid of it. We are just taking it from Iran. And so, Miss Zimmerman, wasn't that one of the reasons? That's a fact, or is not a fact? It's a fact. Do you remember when in 2008 these guys in Bucharest made that statement that one day they would, what Putin said? Oh, you don't remember? No wonder. Why? Because you are what I just said. Because he was very angry and said that would not be acceptable. That would lead to this. He said it in 2008. That's unacceptable. Why do you think the guys did not push it forward? Because Russians said, that's it. That's the end of it. We are ready to really smack back at this point. We were smacked with the expansion, like what, 4 times, 5 times already, with Poland and all these guys, the Baltic states, Romania, Bulgaria, all these weasels, and now you want this. And now, no, that's not going to work. That's what I said then. So, Miss Zimmerman, you're either a Dummkopf, or you think we are Dummkopf, all right? And I don't think you and I are, because I'm here talking like this, and you are here with me. So since we are here, that means you have an interest in finding out what's going on here. Otherwise, you would have clicked out, click, a long time ago from this video. So anyway, what do you think? What do you think? So her reasoning, as I said, I don't like Markel. I have a from 0 to 10, 10 being great, 0 being 0. I give her a 1 or maybe a 2. And besides, Zimmerman, again, she picks and chooses what evidence she wants to support her imaginary claim. How about the French? Why did you not mention the French? Because it took 2 over there. It was not only Markel who said, well, let's don't do it. It was France as well. So you have to be 50% then. You can't just say Markel. And again, did you see the title? Bundestag, right? It was Bundestag? Yeah, Bundestag. No Bundestag. One female, I was about to say something, a woman over there, important woman, mind you, unfortunately, from my perspective, very unfortunate, but hey, das ist Deutschland, okay, nowadays. What can I say, man? I'm very irritated with this Zimmerman because she made some previous statements. I looked over her bio because I wanted to learn about who's who, what's what. And I think she's got a master's degree in certain kind of things. Read her dissertation paper and see what the dissertation was made on, done on, completed on. And you're going to maybe understand why she's so pro and against. Pro these guys and against those guys. Not these guys being the Ukrainians. She didn't know what Ukraine was until about a year ago or so. I guarantee you that. But she's over there. What can I say, my friends? There are a lot of people like her. At least I consider her in full mental faculties. Whereas we have here one that is like, and the other one who's like, what can I suck? This is the level of our society because we accept those people over there. And not only accept, some people thought that they are good to be on that position. So that mere fact that some people thought that those are perfect for that position in society tells you their level. And I'm not saying, oh man, you bash. No, those guys, Biden and Kamala, or Trump, or Clinton, or George W., or Barack, all these guys should not have been over there as an option for us to pick from as the leaders of this great country and great nation. No, none of this. And I can go back and back with many years back who I said, who the hell are you? You know, no. But we have them and they're proud of themselves. Look what's going on right now. This guy sends billions of dollars to another country where you have an inflation and a situation in this country that is going down. Prices go up. The incomes are, give you what, 1%, maybe a raise. And inflation is what? They say it's 8 or 9 or 7%, which if you go and buy some groceries that you use or the energy is much more than that. I don't care about the Mercedes or the Bentleys. The inflation for those 3% or something, I don't care about because I don't buy that every day. But anyway, it's just these are our leaders. Zimmerman, another one. That's why I'm not a fan of mass democracy as we have it here now. Could be improved. That's why I'm saying could be improved. There's many ways how to improve it. Many ways. I talked about this in many of my videos as well in one of the books I wrote, and they're available on Amazon. Anyway, I'm not, oh my God, I buy them. Yeah, buy them, but it's just not only one, but it's just one day I will make a video about what I think and how I think this mass democracy could be tweaked and make it more just and intelligent quality. Not you're a biped, you're gonna vote. Nothing here, you're gonna vote. Well, like that, is that how you want? Yeah, you're gonna have like that. You have this shuffling madness and over there. No, thank you. And not only that, everywhere in the Western world. Look in Germany, look in Great Britain, look in France. Maybe with Macron is I like Macron. I think he's intelligent. I think he's a good politician. He's a weakling. He's weak, like weak. But anyway, he's intelligent. He's knowledgeable. He's good in what he's doing as a politician. He makes the cut. Okay, let's over there. But he's a weasel. As democracy allows us to have this kind of people over there, the will of the people. What kind of people? What kind of level the population has? That's a problem. And you have the mass media who directs you to, channels you to vote for two. You give me Biden and you give me Trump, cheese. And you say, well, from this to that, well, this is the option. No, I don't buy any of this. You want to be raped or you want to be tortured? Oh, I think I'm going to get raped today, and tomorrow, next, in 4 years, I'm going to get torture. No, none of this. I don't accept to none of these offers. Like you go to buy some shoes and you are offered only garbage shoes and say, these are the offer, you have to buy one. No, I don't want to buy any of this. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to change certain things. And believe me, we can change things. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.